Epstein didn't have ties to Israel.
Epstein helped broker an Israeli security agreement with Mongolia. Epstein helped Israel build a back channel to Russia during the Syrian civil war. That's not all. Epstein helped Israel sell a surveillance state to the Ivory Coast.
Oh, that's just anti-Semitic. Good evening and welcome to We Lied to You News. With the upcoming Epstein files definitely full and transparent release, we have some important updates and accusations, along with breaking transgender science from RFK and the HHS. But starting with, Marjorie Taylor Greene has resigned her congressional seat, saying she's tired of being treated like a battered wife to Trump. Well, if only she listened to Trump the first time, then he wouldn't have had to do it. But you live and learn. Marjorie Taylor Greene had been one of the biggest Trump loyalists, but when she continued to call for the Epstein files to be released so the actual battered women and girls could have some justice, Trump turned on her, labeling her a traitor. And it's confirmed that Trump's 180-degree change in behavior toward her and the topic had nothing to do with Israel, according to reports we're receiving from Israel. But with this powerful woman resigning from her congressional seat, she's paving the way for a man to take her position so that he can pave the way for more opportunities for women. In other news, the video footage from the police station of Charlie Kirk's alleged killer turning himself in is apparently missing. So that doesn't exist anymore. We'll just move along. With both the House and the Senate passing the Epstein Files Transparency Act, we can now expect a full release of the Epstein files so that society can finally be protected from the high-powered criminal perpetrators. Right, Mike Johnson?
It is incredibly dangerous to demand that officials or employees of the DOJ declassify materials that originated in other agencies, in intelligence agencies.
Yes, I can see how it could be incredibly dangerous to know the truth about who the criminals are. So maybe there'll be one, maybe two redactions, Mike?
National security concerns, okay?
Well, Mike, I would just go ahead and redact everything. You got me scared, national security concerns and all. That makes me think of 9/11. So for my protection, I mean, please just redact as much as you need to protect us from the dangers of truth. Thank you, Mike Johnson, for keeping us safe while people like Marjorie Taylor Greene and Thomas Massie are trying to put Americans in jeopardy by having the full truth transparently revealed. This Mike Johnson guy, he might be a Republican. I'm starting to like him. On the other hand, Thomas Massie comes in hot with wild accusations about Epstein having, quote unquote, close ties to our intelligence agencies and Israel intelligence agencies.
Epstein also had close ties to our own intelligence agencies and Israel's intelligence agencies. That's why there's so much effort in trying to stop this.
Massie baselessly claiming Epstein had ties to Israel is nothing more than hateful anti-Semitic accusations trying to smear Epstein's otherwise impeccable character. For more on that, take a look at this baselessness.
Epstein helped broker an Israeli security agreement with Mongolia. Epstein helped Israel build a back channel to Russia during the Syrian civil war. That's not all. Epstein helped Israel sell a surveillance state to the Ivory Coast.
Now that journalistic report that's based on actual Epstein emails that were hidden until a hacker exposed them is easily discredited by pointing out that the whole thing is anti-Semitic. Because after all, Epstein was Jewish, so him having ties with Israel seems pretty far-fetched. And for that matter, it gets even more far-fetched when you consider that Epstein had former Prime Minister of Israel Barak visit his private home in New York multiple times. Here's Barak keeping good company with Jacob Rothschild. And flight logs reveal that Epstein and another former Prime Minister of Israel, Omar, shared company on social excursions.
Also had close ties to our own intelligence agencies and Israel's intelligence agencies.
I do not like baseless misinformation, Thomas Massie. Can you get Netanyahu on the phone? Tell him to call Trump and go after Massie even harder. And in other news, you might be sitting there thinking, I want to cut off my wiener. Well, not so fast, because RFK Jr. and the HHS just released a peer-reviewed study that confirms trans procedures and puberty blockers cause harms that are, quote, significant, long-term, and too often ignored. Wow, who saw that coming? This comes as a surprise to people who spent years crusading against female circumcision in Saudi Arabia because it's cruel and barbaric, while they crusaded for genital change procedures in America because they're safe and affirming. Really a loving thing to do. They'll need to rethink a few things, apparently. This is actually some very surprising science. That's it for today's news. Oh, and here's Thomas Massie with a quick teaser of what we'll learn in the upcoming Epstein Files release.
This one's not readable. It's completely redacted. For the most part, the first 50 pages.
Transparency just feels good, doesn't it? Good night. Dump this brown powder into your coffee and become 27% harder to kill. This is Black Forest high flavanol cocoa powder, and here's what's insane. A study with 21,000 people showed that this may reduce a heart attack by up to 27%. Cocoa flavanols help keep arteries flexible, and Harvard's Cosmos trial, the largest cocoa study ever done, proved it. Check out this clip of Dr. Eric Berg, one of the most watched health educators on YouTube. He's been talking about the benefits of cocoa for years.
There's some seriously amazing benefits for the heart. Decreased blood pressure because you're getting increased nitric oxide, which actually helps the smooth muscle of the arteries. Now, the blood pressure effect can also happen due to the high levels of magnesium. It's also loaded with iron and potassium and copper and phosphorus and zinc.
That's exactly why I switched to and trust Black Forest high flavanol cocoa. I mix it into my morning coffee, and within minutes, I am awake and locked in. It's performance fuel. And here's the bottom line. Black Forest just went live with their biggest deal of the year. Buy one, get one free across the entire store. It's live right now, but it ends in 48 hours. And once it's gone, it's gone. So if you've ever thought about trying Black Forest cocoa, or if it's time to restock, now is your moment. Go to blackforestsupplements.com/awaken.